Hello, Fabulous Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of April 2017. Looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What a month. Well, really, the mid-month portion is really pivotal for you. And it is going to stand out, I do think, when you look back at the rest of the year. It is going to be this month, and especially what happens right around the middle of the month, that is going to stand out as an especially important time for a few reasons. One is, of course, the full moon. There's a full moon happening in your sign. It is speaking with Saturn, hand in hand with Jupiter, and standing across from Uranus. So there's a surprise element, there's a luck element, and there's a stability element to this particular full moon. So a whole lot can happen. There's a real bag of tricks with this, okay? And the real key with this is to know yourself, to stay connected to who you are and your heart and what it is that you truly want, what matters to you most, what matters to you first, because that is where the magic is going to be. That is where the luck is going to be, to stay connected to matters of heart. The truth will be shown to you. And when you honor yourself, that is where the good things and the great things can start to transpire for you. Now, here's the thing. Venus is going to, right around the same time, stand still in the sky and going to go direct. It's a pivotal moment in the larger Venus retro season that we've been in the midst of for much of the year so far. And what transpires in some way is going to hearken to what took place right around late January. So if you think back to late January, it was right around that time that we had Venus meeting Chiron in the sky and reaching out to Saturn. What's different now is that Saturn's going to be standing still while reaching out to that standing still Venus. Both planets changing directions or newly changed directions while they're having their conversation, or gearing to change directions while they're having their conversation. So this represents a time of a lot of vulnerability for a whole lot of people out there. And of course, Venus being your ruling planet, it means that you very likely are facing some, and very bravely so, facing some fear, some vulnerability, having to look at yourself with some honesty that is reaching right to the heart of you, right to the core of you, and having a shift in identity in the process. Now for you, this Venus retrograde is happening in a part of the sky that has to do with how you're living your days. This could be your health habits, but it could also be your work. How much do you love your work? How much love are you bringing to the work that you do? How much do you show yourself that you value and love yourself in terms of your habits and the health care that you are showing yourself? So that's one element to it. Another element to this is, are you involved in or looking at what's happening in terms of workplace romances? Now, I have been telling you as we've been going along, particularly the superstars, I've been saying on my website at astrofabulous.com, I've been saying, also I did the Venus retrograde special video that you can see on my YouTube channel as well. I talked about this for the Libras out there. I mentioned not to get involved with coworkers because things could end up looking very different once that Venus goes direct. Well, this is that moment. This is where things can start to look very different. And if you allowed yourself, or you went into that space where you were looking at a coworker, hoping it could be more, thinking it could be more, this is where things start to clarify. This is where things start to look, whether they look different or whether you start to understand more clearly what's really going on. It could come a little bit, yes, there could be a surprise element, but it looks more like it's real, right? Like things get real very quickly in terms of what's happening between you and a coworker. So the great thing that I really like about things getting real is that you know where you stand and you know where exactly you are and you know what's really going on. And that ultimately can be very empowering and can help you to find your place moving forward that much more. So that's what you really want to remember. And knowing that, not far away, right around the same block of days, Mercury is going to retro right back into your opposite sign as well. The learning where it comes to what's happening on a love level, where it comes to what's happening in terms of one-on-one connections, one-on-one relationships, one-on-one partnerships, which is a lesson you're carrying into this month as the month begins, is going to continue to be part of your learning as we progress further into the month. So stay aware, stay connected to self, because again, that's where your luck is, that's where your power is, that's where all kinds of wonderful things can start opening up for you, all kinds of luck starts opening up for you. And when you start to be vulnerable, because that could happen under a sky like this, remember that vulnerability is lending itself to your great power and your great fortune. As we move towards the end of the month, there will be a new moon happening. Now, this new moon is going to happen in a part of the sky for you that has to do with what we like to call other people's money. So this is like grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns. So it looks like you'll be having to deal with financial institutions, and it's very possibly a new financial opportunity or some possibility for qualifying for some kind of benefits or some kind of burst of income could very well show itself to you. Some type of commission check could very well show itself for you. That could be part of the way the luck manifests for you, among many other ways as well. What I love about this month for you is that you've got your heart very much on your sleeve, and you've got a strong connection to yourself as well. You are going through changes. That really is a powerful place to be as you are growing more connected to yourself. And I think that's a self that you are going to like very much. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video just like this each and every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com and becoming one of my superstars, one of my Astrofabulous superstars. Superstars get exclusive content available only to superstars through astrofabulous.com each and every week. Superstar horoscope videos only at astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Well, thank you so much for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.